It has been 3 years since my wife has cheated on me now. So I wanted to come here and tell a story about how my wife cheated on me. And fellas, if you see red flags, do not ignore them. So around 3 years ago, we worked at the same exact Starbucks. I was the barista. She was the manager. I was the assistant manager at the time. And we were doing interviews, hiring people. The store was low on freaking workers, whatever. We were trying to hire people at the time. This one dude comes in, had no qualifications, did not look the part at all for Starbucks. But somehow my wife actually hired him. I was so confused. This dude looked nothing like he would work here. Looked like he would scare customers away. Overall, I was like, okay, what the hell, whatever. I didn't think much of it at the time. My wife was like, yeah, I just hired him because he seems nice or whatever during the interview. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to trip about it. So then 2 weeks go by and I realized my wife is starting to hang out with this dude in the back a lot more. And every time I ask her, she's always like, yeah, we're making the schedule. But I'm like, you're the manager. Why does he need help making the schedule? Like, then again, I had other things in my mind. I was worried about my mom, worried about the house we just bought, worried about different stuff. So then this was the day it all went down. So me and my wife, every single Friday, we take spicy cubes together. If you don't know what spicy cubes are, it's pretty much like a little cube you take with your partner and they get you really, really active. By active, you know what I mean in that bed. Really cool product, by the way. If you guys have a partner, I would definitely go try it. But they were in my locker this Friday and then this dude had to leave all of a sudden out of nowhere. He said like his dog had an emergency or whatever. So whatever, I let him go. My wife was in the back. He didn't have time to ask her. And then my wife came out and gave me a huge hug. It was like, my gosh, my father's in the hospital. My God, I gotta go to see him. So like, okay, whatever. You gotta go see your dad. I'll close the store. Just go, babe. Gave her a kiss in the forehead, let her go. And I went to my locker after I closed up. I was like, okay, it's time to go home and get my keys. And the spicy cubes were gone. I was like, what the hell? Why are these gone? Like, and they're open and shit. I ended up calling my wife because I thought she took them by accident. No answer from her. I was like, okay, something's going on. I called him, no answer from him. I saw her location was off as well. I was like, okay, let me just go to the house and see where she's at. So I went to the house and I see both of their cars there. And I was like, nah, what the hell? Went inside, I saw the spicy cubes on the counter, open, and none left. And there were two in there, just two in there for me and her that night. But I guess they took it because I went to the bedroom and saw them in there. And I was like, yeah, this is over. Well, you know what they were doing. So I gave her divorce papers like 3 weeks later, and that was it, bro. But actually all ended up working because I started talking to my college sweetheart again, and we're having our second kid this week. So who cares? It all worked out in the end. But yeah, just watch out, fellas.